Caitlin Duffner. Caitlin, what are you looking forward to today?
I'm really looking forward to the Monarchs just really putting it together. This is our last game of the season, and we've had flashes of brilliance along the way, but I feel like today's the day to really put those pieces together and make a really nice product for the fans.
For the fans, speaking of fans, we have a good crowd out here today, looking at about 75 fans out here in the stands. We have a food truck. We've got some beers. I know the Monarchs players did a clinic this afternoon for LTP. They were here at 2 o'clock, leading about 70 children through a lot of fun little drills, the future of Ultimate.
There were some good players out there today.
Yeah, we're drafting them early. Small and mighty.
We're planting the seed of Ultimate today.
Absolutely.
So that they can be players of tomorrow.
For our matchup today, we have Austin Torch traveling up here from, you guessed it, Austin, Texas. I think the heat will play in their favor here today. You know, it's pretty breezy, though very, very hot. We're sitting at about 75. I don't know, it was closer to 85 today.
Yeah.
This turf, we're back at Hart Park, the home of the Milwaukee Monarchs, has been re-turfed since that big storm year ago, 2 years ago now. So I'm excited for our players to be moving quickly on this brand new turf.
Yeah, I think the heat does play a little bit in Torch's favor. If you've ever played in Round Rock on the turf when it's 1,000,000,000 degrees outside, you've lived multiple lives. You've had your skin ripped off by the turf, fire ants galore.
Fire ants, can't say I have been there, but I am here.
2021, I think.
Throw it back to Centex, a big-time college tournament on the women's side. For our game today, I want to review a few rules for our friends at home who may not be familiar, who may be tuning in for the first time or the 100th time. If you are either of those, thank you for being a fan of the Premier Ultimate League. To run through and recap a few of our rules, our field size you'll see is 80 by 40 with 20-yard end zones. The PUL functions with 4 quarters. We have 12 minutes to play per quarter with 70 seconds between points, 2.5 minutes between quarters, and a 10-minute halftime. Frisbee is a game of runs, Caitlin.
Oh, don't we know it.
Don't we know it. I like to describe Frisbee as kind of a fusion between basketball and soccer where it's continuous play, but some stop and go similar to football. There's a kickoff or what we call the PUL in between each point as we change possession, but possession does change every single turnover of the disc. The objective is to score in that 20-yard end zone on the opposing side of the field, and it looks like our players here are taking the field. Austin Torch starting out on defense, pulling from the north end zone down over to the Monarchs O-line, led by Katie Stanton. As these players take the field, they are observed by our 2 friends in green. You'll notice that they will be signifying stoppages of play, active in and out calls, but players, should they encounter a foul situation, can always go to those friends in green, the observers. And the pull is going up. That's number 9, Summer Wilson, with the disc landing just past half as it goes out of bounds.
And we've got Aaron Schrader picking up the disc, looking to center it before we tap that girlie in.
Aaron Schrader's a strong thrower. Some may say this is a thrower's win, so I'm excited to see what type of game they're going to have.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit breezy out there, but we've played in breezier for sure. Ooh, almost D there,
but
number 19.
Sarah Sticky Hands Lipscomb comes down with it.
Yeah, you don't see her dropping anything.
A pick call on the field.
You're so right, Bestie. Looks like a pick. We're moving back, getting in position. We got Annie Fan with the disc. We'll see what she does.
Defended by Mindy, who is an Illinois native. It's always great to see her come back up here, though I suppose we are in Wisconsin, not Illinois.
Yeah, both of our commentating staff today is from Illinois. We both play for Nemesis, and we both play for Monarchs. So expect a little bit of bias.
None. I would never do such a thing. But that is a great D by Advika, number 24. You were telling me they were from Illinois also.
They're also from Illinois.
Wow.
Shout out Bloomington. She also is a huge nerd. She has a PhD in biomedical engineering is what I learned on the internet. So
much respect. I could never do such a thing.
Not only good at Frisbee, very smart. We love that.
Monarchs setting a zone here on the turn as Austin Torch is looking to counter-attack. We often see zones when it is a touch breezier, like we are seeing today. It challenges the thrower to be a little bit more decisive with their decisions or decision-making in their throws. Looks like Monarchs have folded out into person, a big throw going up.
Ooh, and a nice grab by Austin Torch.
That throw.
It looked like catch by number 19, Rhea Stevens, who I'm told is not 6 feet, but is 5'11", and a little bit.
And a little bit. I wonder how much a bit, but it worked out on that throw. Austin Torch opens up with a break. A break, for those watching at home who may not be so familiar with the terminology in Frisbee, is that a break is when the defensive team scores against an offensive team.
And when it's against you, you hate to see it. But when it's your team, you do love to see it.
I love getting a break. I hate being broken.
Correct.
The Monarchs O-line taking a step in to hopefully hold on to this next point.
Yeah, it looks like most of the same individuals out there. Maybe a swap. We've got Rose Glinka on the field. A powerhouse of her own.
Rose has quite the resume.
She really does.
She really does.
Shout out Bitter.
Shout out to Bitter participating, and I believe the #1 seed at World Masters Ultimate Championships.
Yes, ma'am.
Coming
Those
up.
Old girls are cooking.
Those old girls are cooking. Rose, one of them, as well, alongside Austin Pruka. And Katie Stanton is also playing with Bitter this summer up in Nottingham.
Limerick. Oh.
No, it's Nottingham.
Not for Masters, babes. Grandmasters is in Limerick, Ireland.
Ireland. Oh, a great D there by number 15, Emmy Marshall, on that centering pass. And that's what we'll call a bookend score from Austin Torch. Looks like a small miscommunication from Aaron Schrader to Rachel Kern on that centering throw. Monarchs looking here to make an adjustment on the offensive side.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take the first couple points, work out the kinks. We know Austin Torch is a team that is going to play tight defense. They also like to huck it deep when that's available. So we got to kind of lock in here, get our bearings, and let's grab a hold.
Let's grab a hold.
We love a hold.
Line has changed just a little bit, but a few players are still remaining out there. Aaron Schrader, Sarah Lipscomb, Rachel Kern taking the field once again.
Looks like we've got Sid French crossing over from the D-line to try to ensure this hold. We'll see if she can get it done for the Monarchs.
That pull goes up from Austin Torch player number 21, Claire Gust, sailing out of bounds. The Monarchs will walk it in just around the 50-yard line, it looks like. Rachel Kern going to pick it up.
We've got another D-line crossover. Looks like Austin Peruka's out there as our reset handler.
To Sid French, to Sarah Lipscomb. Sid French setting up a nice cut continuation out downfield, but Sarah looks away to reset that count.
Nice
And a Sid
put.
French shot to Sarah Lipscomb in the end zone. They make it look easy, and we love to see it.
Easy peasy.
That is a goal for the Monarchs. We are on the board. They are on the board. 1-2.
With that goal from Slippy, she now is tied with me for second in goals on the Monarchs.
But who's counting?
Who's counting? I have a feeling that she's going to pass me up. Disrespectful because I'm now injured, but, you know, we love to see it from Slip. She's good for at least a couple goals a game.
Sarah Lipscomb, also very impressive resume. Played Chicago Nemesis for quite a while, a product of Notre Dame Ultimate. One of my favorite stories of Sarah Lipscomb is that her parents are world championship Frisbee players, but never disclosed that to her in her youth. So she goes home for the holidays in college, tells her mom and dad, hey, you know, I've started picking up this Frisbee thing. Sarah, a longtime soccer player, moved over to Frisbee in college, and her parents said, come on, child, let's go into the closet, pull out the bin, and brought out all of their little trophies. They are big-time Ultimate players from the Santa Barbara area back in the 80s and 90s. Looks like a miscue there from Austin Torch. Monarchs here have an opportunity to counterattack. Jacqueline Jarek puts the disc into movement very, very quickly, but Alex Ballinger here on the end zone. We're about 10 yards out.
Yeah, this is Alex's first game back after a couple of weeks off after a calf strain. So I'm excited to see her get some action out there.
Tough miscommunication there from PJ Lang to Sid French. But the defensive line out here hoping to get another opportunity. Austin Torch putting it into motion very, very quickly. Carly Atwell at the helm, center handler. Played Youth Ultimate in Austin. Ooh, great D from Lulu Nix to give the Monarchs another option. Handler Jacqueline Jarek out there, swinging it over to Allie.
JJ does love a little throw and go and a flick bomb. Let's see if we can get it. And it sails just out of reach.
And that is a D for number 5, Elise Frank.
Fun fact, it's Elise Frank's 7th season. She's the most tenured player on this Torch team. So she's got veteran abilities to just grab those discs right out of the air. Big huck up from Torch here, but not big enough. JJ Jarek with the D. Some would say Anna Thorne's girlfriend.
Some may say.
Some would say.
We'll speak to Muffin about that. Monarchs offense looking a little tight in that space.
Yeah, a little too crowded.
Austin Torch capitalizes on that confusion. Carly Outwell to pick up the disc after a turn. Centering it to Mackenzie Bailey. To Maggie Rowell. To Elise.
Yeah, a lot of open side unders. We're going to have to get that figured out. But another score from Austin Torch.
That's Elise to Emmy Marshall for the goal.
Marshall goal is her second of the game and 5th of the season. She was assisted by Jamie Estes, her first assist of the game and 12th of the season. The goal comes with 6:13 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, assist by Jamie Estes there. She is the assist leader on Austin Torch with 11 assists. Make that 12 assists now. She's going to be somebody that the Monarchs are going to have to shut down if they're going to want to win this game.
The official team dentist of the Milwaukee Admirals and the Milwaukee Monarchs.
You know what, Caitlin? My favorite Frisbees of all time are the Discraft Ultra Star. It's the official disc of the Premier Ultimate League. Discraft is also the world leader in disc sports. Shout out Discraft, you know?
Shout out.
Well, where would we be without them?
Who knows? Not doing anything, probably.
I wouldn't have any other hobbies.
I wouldn't have any other hobbies or any other friends, likely.
We're hearing a lot of chatter from the sidelines of Austin Torch where they are yelling home and away, indicating that they are playing what is called a force middle. The objective defensively is to force the disc back. Guess where?
To the middle.
To the middle. You nailed it.
Thank you. Yeah, it looks like Monarchs is trying to figure out this force middle, trying to figure out where to cut. Big bomb goes up from Aaron Schrader to Emmy. Ooh, D'd right at the last second by Austin.
Great D, great read by Rhea Stevens. That Austin Torch defense was very effective. They were forcing middle, and you know where that throw went? Directly up the middle.
You're so right, bestie.
A nice look from Austin Torch to counterattack, but unfortunately sails out of bounds.
Yeah, and it looks like Monarchs are going to get pretty good field position out of this. We're coming in at the 40. So that eats away at some yards. We're almost in red zone. We'll see if we can make it happen. We'd love to get a little dirty hold here.
What's a dirty hold, Caitlin?
A dirty hold, that's a great question. It's when the team that's starting on offense turns it over, but then ends up scoring the point anyway.
As opposed to what, a clean hold?
A clean hold would be a non-turnover filled offensive point.
Looks like the wind is becoming a touch of a challenge for some of the throws moving toward that end zone.
Yeah, you can see that last disc turn over a little bit on that huck, and then the throwaway there from Torch looked like it got pushed down a little bit from the wind as well.
I've always felt like the stadium has a little bit of a swirl to it.
She's a swirly girl.
She's a swirly girly.
I would agree. So once you think you have the wind, it changes.
Great movement around from the offensive handlers, Annie Fan to Rachel Kern to Aaron Schrader, back in the middle to Kern, over to Emmy. They're moving quick. And a great D again.
I think that's Rhea Stevens again.
From Rhea, she's clocking them.
She's got those long arms. It's helpful when you're getting Ds. I think that's her third one of the game.
Rhea Stevens is a player out of Rice. Played for Torque, just competed at D3 College Nationals. Playing great this game.
Yeah. Yeah, fill in the stat sheet with some Ds. Looks like we've got a timeout here from Austin Torch. Likely going to put in some O-line players. We'll see.
Four timeouts. 2 timeouts are granted per team per half. They may only be called by a player in possession of the disc or by the coach during points or by coaches and players in between points. A difference between the PUL rules and standard USA Ultimate Club rules is that you can do a full exchange of your line during these timeouts. There's a lot of strategy built into timeouts in all sports. I love to preach this. And I love that this rule has adapted into the PUL to take advantage of some of those more strategic moments where you may want to change out some personnel.
Yeah, when you go from playing in the PUL back to playing club, it feels evil when you're out there and it's a heavy turnover point, or if there's some wind and you're playing for forever and you're gassed and you just can't call a timeout and switch the lines up.
That's a great shot, but unfortunately it's not going to connect on the Torch side.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a little huck and play D sort of moment, especially with this gusty wind. Monarchs hasn't really shown that they were going to work it up the field.
Great hands there by Alex Ballinger. But a cheeky little attempt from Austin Peruka does not connect with Sid French. Austin picks it up, centers the disc,
yeah,
moving over to Carly Atwell.
Coach Katie's going to want that inside back, I fear. Ooh, another big huck from Austin Torch. Let's see if
That's
Emily
Jamie
Zhu.
over to Emily
Nice
Zhu.
D by Emily Zhu.
Great D by Emily Zhu, a really fun player that I've gotten to learn more about this past season.
Grade A cutie patootie, Emily Zhu. This is her rookie season with the Monarchs. She's been working really, really hard to get some playing time, and every time she's out there, she delivers. She's doing something cool every time you look at her.
Yeah, she's a sneaky little fox.
She's a sneaky little one. PJ very smartly holsters that hook and hits an under. And we're looking to center the disc, get it moving. We're doing a good job right now, especially the D-line using their arounds to move the disc to the side of the field so that our downfield cutters have more success getting open.
Looks like there was a pick called by Austin Torch in that handler set.
A little confusing having an Austin on the team and playing Austin. I feel like I'm talking
would
about
say.
Pruka the whole time.
Well, Pruka would love that.
Pruka would love that.
Not the case today. Speak of the devil, though. Pruka with the disc in the middle.
Nice shot by Maddie PJ Lang, but just couldn't be reeled in. And they just give it right back. We'll take it. Nice grab by PJ.
PJ with the disc on that sideline, centers it over to Sid French, looking for a throw and go moment.
If things are looking a little stagnant on the Monarchs end, we're down a D-line handler in Annika, so we're having some other people kind of fill in that role. And it's showing a little bit. We're looking a little stagnant out there, but
1 minute to the first quarter, soft cap. As a reminder, after the horn sounds, the final possession of the quarter will be allowed.
A throw up from Alex Ballinger, catches the wind, turns over slightly, ending up in a touch of a blade. A little too sharp of a blade for Austin Pruka to reel in, and Austin Torch shoots it back the other direction. We are just playing a game of back and forth, Caitlin.
yes, the Huck in play D is real when you're on a YCC team. It's real when you're in college. It's real when you're playing in the PUL too.
Quick turn from the Monarchs. PJ Lang. Torch is hitting that counter rather quickly.
Yeah, they're looking to calm things down a little bit. There's been a lot of quick Huck decisions from Austin Torch. We'll see if that strategy works out for them.
And it sounds like the buzzer just went off for that first quarter, meaning that Torch either has to score here or the point is over. We will not play through that possession or turnover change should Austin have a turnover. Looks like they reel it in. A goal for number 6, Christine Go. That leaves our score at the end of the quarter, Austin Torch 4, Milwaukee Monarchs 1.
Her first assist of the game and second of the season. The goal comes at the soft cap in the first quarter. Go from Frankie, 0 seconds. At the end of the first quarter, your score.
In a world where everyone has the opportunity to experience Ultimate as a sport that inspires integrity, relationships, and belonging. Founded in 2014, we are the philanthropic arm of USA Ultimate. Our funding priorities are focused on fostering access, growing Youth Ultimate, investing in local communities, and supporting the Girls Ultimate movement and the Del Rico Johnson Fund. Our mission is to fuel a future for Ultimate that is accessible to all backgrounds and identities by supporting USA Ultimate programs, partners, and communities. Let's stop sitting on the sidelines. Let's make the ultimate difference for the next generation.
are back, everybody, and want to remind you that this live broadcast of the Premier Ultimate League is brought to you by Breakmark Ultimate Apparel. If you want to look fly like Austin Torch or the Milwaukee Monarchs, please go to breakmark.com to place your next custom team order or check out the PUL Athlete Collab shops. We have Sid French with the disc now, about to launch a big pull for the Milwaukee Monarchs. Caitlin, what are you looking for in this next quarter? What do you think that quarter huddle had to say?
Well, if I know Katie, I know she's talking about breathing. She's talking about not being high anxiety and breathing from our upper traps and our shoulder. She's talking about breathing with our tummy, because I think we need to take a moment, clean it up a little, make sure that the person that we're throwing to is open, and make sure that we're hitting the first open hands that we see.
Great.
If I was a betting gal, that's what,
If you were
that's
a
what Katie
betting
would
gal,
be saying.
if you had
And I am a
money
betting
on it.
gal.
Monarchs coming down in a little bit of a junkier zone set. Looks like forcing the Austin Torch offense to swing between their handlers. They're staying relatively lateral with very little gain. Carly Atwell with the disc here on the sideline. Stoppage of play.
Yeah, it's looking like they want to try to force those over-the-top looks or some hucks to JJ that she'll just eat right up.
With it being a little breezy, we're seeing some of those discs either turn over immediately, but some of them toward this other end zone are hanging quite a bit. Monarchs looking to have transitioned over to person.
And Austin throws it to Austin.
Good one. You've been waiting to key that one up.
I have.
Turnover there from Carly Atwell to Austin Pruka, who scoops it up. Looks like Carly didn't get the height on the disc that they were looking for.
Nice grab by Jacqueline JJ Jarek. She's another one with very sticky hands.
Sid French up to Allie Muting.
Okay. Ooh,
a great
D by
D.
Torch.
That's number 6, Christine Go. Had that disc had maybe 2-3 feet a little bit higher up in the air, would have been a nice, easy sail into Austin's hands. We'll see if the Monarchs set that same zone again. But Austin Torch now have a full field to go. Yeah, these discs are looking a little swirly. You can see it slightly pop up just a bit in between with those smaller throws. Austin doing a really great job of moving the disc very quickly. Carly and Jamie moving it very, very diligently.
Yeah, it seems like Monarchs have switched to person, and a huck goes up. Nice
Great D by Allie Muting.
Allie Muting is a teacher, so put some respect on that.
We love teachers.
We do love
the booth.
teachers. Pay them more, first of all.
Austin up to Jacqueline Jarek. With a miscue to Allie Muting. It looks like that throw was just a touch behind her. You know what I always say in those moments? Sometimes the goose got before the gander.
Sometimes you put that cart right before the horse.
And sometimes it's behind. And that's
Sometimes
okay.
it's behind. And sometimes you count your chickens before they hatch.
I've never done such a thing, Caitlin.
I would never. I wouldn't dream of it.
Austin very pinned on this sideline. but gets a
floaty
throw
little
up.
hook. Ooh, just out of the reach of Austin Torch. I think Pruka's picking it up. A little Austin to Austin action, if you will.
I will. Austin Pruka, one of those players with a very, very deep resume, has played in the mixed division, multiple PUL teams, the women's division. Got a lot of miles on those legs.
And they look good.
They're great. Looks like we have a timeout call from the Milwaukee Monarchs.
Caitlin Murphy looking like she wants to see maybe an O-line in there, especially going upwind.
Caitlin, I can't believe I didn't mention this, but this live broadcast is brought to you by the Premier Ultimate League. They're the ones who put this on.
Whoa.
The PUL is a 501c6 nonprofit. This league has been community funded since day one, and we're so grateful for the support. We ask that you consider donating to help us continue to transform and fulfill our mission. Please head to premierultimateleague.com to donate today. Caitlin, how many years have you been in the Premier Ultimate League?
Oh, I'm old now. It's been a hot minute. I played with Columbus Pride. Shout out Pride.
R.I.P.
Yes, R.I.P. They've been disbanded. I think my first season was in 2018 or 2019. So it's been a hot minute. I've since moved to Chicago, and I've been playing with the Monarchs ever since.
And we welcome you for that.
Well, usually playing with the Monarchs. Ruined the old ankle, and now I'm in the booth.
Now you're in the booth and the boot.
I don't know if it's a promotion, but I'll take it either way.
Shout out healthcare. That throw from the Milwaukee Monarchs landed a little short, and Austin has the disc once again on this close sideline to us.
A little bump and grind from Rachel Kern there, but that disc
Oh,
was like it's sailing out of bounds.
I loved that quick attempt at a greatest. How fun.
Yeah, that could have been something.
But we'll notice how all of the discs are sitting very, very close to this sideline.
Yeah, the wind is coming at your screen for the people who are watching at home. But it is a little bit swirly out there.
It's breezy up in the booth.
It feels nice considering it's like 90 degrees out there
I think
today.
we keep saying it's hotter and hotter. We started saying it was 70 and then 75. Now it's 110 degrees outside.
On the turf, it's giving 115. Wet bulb, let's check it.
A
little
cheeky little
cheeky
throw from
backhand.
Erin Schrader to
Okay.
Annie Fan up to Emily Cohen. They
Nice.
switched the field position very, very quickly.
Yeah, that was a lovely little snag from Annie Fan.
Erin about to unleash. I saw it coming. Up to Rachel Kern.
There it is.
A great goal for the Milwaukee Monarchs.
Yeah, we love an Erin Schrader backhand.
You know who else loves an Erin Schrader backhand?
Who?
Erin Schrader.
You're so right, bestie. There's one thing on the scout sheet for Erin Schrader if you're ever playing them in the PUL League, and that's don't let that backhand off because you will get scored on.
I believe it. I've been there. And now I play with them.
Well, usually I'm the one catching it, but
Nice life, huh? I saw
is
that
nice.
wink. For those of you who unfortunately can't see us, Rufus did just wink because Rufus catches goals.
that's so fair.
That was a must-get goal from the Milwaukee Monarchs. Our score now is 2 Milwaukee, Austin with 4.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough start to the game, but there's still time.
But the D-line's now out there. Looks like Sid French will put the disc into motion. We have a strong D-line out with Sid French, looks like Jacqueline Jarek, Austin Pruka, Emily Zhu, Alex Ballinger, Margot, excuse me, I wanted to say Mango.
I
What
love
if we
that
nickname
too.
her?
The hair is giving mango. We love a fresh bleach.
Margot looking fresh today. Disc lands just on the other side of halfway. Monarchs playing what looks to be a very flat defensive set, forcing that disc out of bounds. Those throws with a flat defensive mark tend to go a touch wider, which is the objective of that defense. You want those throws to scoot out toward that sideline.
Especially in this wind that's coming at you. When you force it wide like that, they tend to be a little bit gusty, a little bit of an overthrow. Great put there by French to Zhu, to Jarek. Jarek's winding up.
An easy money pass from Jacqueline Jarek to Mackenzie Carpenter.
And you and me are both up in the booth. Who's going to give her a smooch on the field?
Who's going to give her a
not
smooch?
us? Oh, man. Someone's got to get down there and smooch
Someone's
her.
got to get down there and give her a smooch. Dana Demert, Dubs, as we all know and love her, not here for a belly chest bump either.
Tragic.
If there's
Dubs,
one
we
thing that
miss
the
you, we love
Monarchs
you.
do, it is celebrate a goal, baby.
That's true. We love a celly. We love a spike. We love a little bit of chirping. We haven't talked about chirping yet. Me and Thorne we're longtime yappers, big time chirpers.
Big time chirpers. There's a Venn diagram there.
Between yapping and chirping?
Yeah, we are in the middle.
We're the middle, correct.
But if you know us, you love us for it.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a little bit of smack talk in other sports. We've all come from other sports. Doesn't mean it's unspirited. Just means I get a little excited.
Speak for yourself. Some of us old bones have been playing Frisbee for almost two decades.
Too long.
Too long. Monarchs winding up now for another break opportunity. Big pull coming from Sid French. Most of that line remains out there. Looks like
Yeah, we got
Madison Pajama Lang has switched
Her
over to the
government
D-line,
name.
her government name, Pajama.
We got Allie muting out there as well. Resident teacher. Though she might be on summer break now. She's really letting her hair down.
She's summering in Wauwatosa.
Ooh. Everyone's favorite place to summer. I hear it's 110 degrees on the turf, so.
Defense is really doing a good job of pushing this disc farther and farther back. A cheeky backhand
Nobody is
around.
guarding number 24. But the throw doesn't go up, thank goodness.
Yeah, Advika was
cooking there for
was
a
cooking
minute.
for a second. I believe that's Easton with the disc. And a catch.
By number 13, Olympia Walker with the score there.
The Walker goal is her first of the game and fourth of the season. She was assisted by Maddie Easton, their first assist of the game and second assist of the season. The goal comes with 5:11 remaining in the second quarter. Walker.
We have 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Milwaukee down 2 to Austin Torch.
Yeah, this is a pretty low-scoring game so far. There's still
quite a few turnovers.
Yeah, there's room to clean it up in the second half, but I think that the wind is playing, and honestly the heat is playing a bigger part than maybe I would have thought as well.
It does get swirly here at Hart Park, but that defensive pressure from the Milwaukee Monarchs just granted them 2 quick breaks, and it worked out.
That's true.
We'll see if they...
More to come.
We'll see
from
what
those
happens.
breaks.
Austin Torch D-line out there now. Carly Atwell on the disc with the pull. A very fun fact about Carly Atwell that I learned recently is that she is one of a few, 4, maybe 5, players at college nationals to record 10-plus assists in a single game.
Very impressive,
Yeah.
especially as a college student to just take over like that.
And she's one of those players that has the ability to completely take over.
Ooh, speaking of takeover, I spoke too soon. That disc sails out of bounds. A little too much wind on that one.
A little too much wind on that.
I got excited.
Rachel Kern was looking for Sarah Lipscomb. You know who else was excited on that one? Sarah.
When Sarah's open,
Which is often.
she's excited.
She's
It's
very
true.
excited. Number 27, Carly Atwell walking the disc up, defended by Sarah Lipscomb. Annie Fan defending Mackenzie Bailey there in the middle of the field.
Carly Atwell is a bit of a powerhouse on Torch. She is, for her team, second in goals, second in assists, and second in blocks.
Yeah, Carly's great.
So well-rounded
Played
player.
college at Utah Spiral Jetty.
Shout out.
Shout out. You know who else played there?
Who, Anna Thorne, played at Utah Spiral Jetty?
It was me.
Oh, my gosh.
Carly, though, and I certainly did not overlap. I'm about 35 years older than her. Great hand block from Aaron Schrader.
You do love to see a great hand block from Aaron Schrader. That is Aaron's 8th block on the season. They are also leader in blocks on the team, which is sometimes shocking from your center O-line handler, but they get it done on both sides of the discs.
Aaron's great for a block. Highlight
Machine.
Annie Fan unleashes a disc over to Rose Glinka. Unfortunately, boxed out by Austin Torch.
Looks like number 15, Emmy Marshall. I think that might be her 2nd or 3rd D of today.
This is a good game for stat hunting, that's for sure.
You're so right. Lots of Ds.
Lots of Ds. Lots of turns, too. Those are the stats we don't want to record.
I do have the turns written down, but I'm not going to put any on blast
We would never.
because nobody wants that. Nobody needs that.
Nobody needs to. Too much sauce on that for the Austin Torch player to come up with.
And we've got Aaron Schrader picking up the disc. Looking like we're going to uncork something, but maybe it's just a centering pass. We love to see that too.
We love a reset.
We do love a reset. Sometimes hard to come by. Nice cut from Rose Glinka.
Rachel Kern setting up a nice under as well. Just a little bit too high for Sarah Lipscomb.
Yeah, those flicks on the close sideline are getting a little bit floaty.
Yeah, and the wind is blowing into us quite a bit. It's feeling quite
Yeah.
breezy up here.
And when you're marking up against Atwell, you kind of have to attack it early because she's got some height to her.
She's got height.
She got height. Looks like a
A
timeout.
call here, a timeout. Timeout called from Austin Torch. Wondering if they were going to put out a different line, make some strategic adjustments, or just buy themselves some time, take a breather. Just a reset moment. We've had a lot of back and forth on both sides of the disc for both teams, so coaches often like to call a timeout to reset the vibe.
And get those cuties some water. It's hot out there. They're working hard. A lot of turns, a lot of back and forth, a lot of mental energy being expended. And this game so far does kind of seem a little bit one-sided, but the score is only 3-5. A lot of game left, a lot of opportunities to be holstered or uncorked.
You know what I like to say, Caitlin?
What do you like to say, Anna Thorne?
Life is long.
Life is so long.
This game, so long. We've
So
got
long.
so much time left. More than a half to go. Torch setting up in a vertical stack, looking to gain some momentum.
Yeah, great deep cut there by Advika, who turns it into a nice gainer for the under.
Moving it around very quickly. Great breakside cut there from Mindy. But perhaps the throw wasn't in the thrower's hand. Been there.
Been there, done that. Austin looking to get it off the line and get some swings here.
And that's going to work for Austin Torch.
Goal number 32 by Katie Weideman.
Austin Torch did a really great job of working through their handler set there. What that means is they moved it laterally through those people that stay behind the disc to create different angles of attack into the end zone.
Yes, it's much easier to get open as a downfield cutter if your handlers are very good at moving the disc laterally. If you're getting a little stagnant, it gets very easy to kind of clamp down on those downfield cutters, and it makes it much harder for them to get open.
Austin did great there.
We're proud, but as the biased commentators that we are, we do hate to see it.
I'm interested in a defensive adjustment that could have occurred there. A lot of force home, whereas I feel a force away could have been a better call in that situation.
I would agree. Could be something. Could be something to think about.
We'll see if
for
the Monarchs
second half.
adjust. Life is long, Caitlin Duffner.
Life is long, as we have determined.
Carly Atwell on the disc for the pull to the Monarchs O-line. Torch up 6-3 against the Monarchs. Austin centering the disc over to Rachel Kern, to Erin Schrader.
Slip pretty open downfield, but we've got a little bit of a handler sag going on, so it's making that a little bit tough to get them the disc.
Oh, but Sid French.
Sid French wide open deep, huge huck by Erin Schrader.
Sneaky little gal.
Sid French is probably one of the best deep cutters on the team, I would say.
If there's one thing Sid French is going to do, it's find the end zone.
It's find the end zone.
You know who else is going to do that? Erin Schrader. A match made in heaven, Caitlin.
You do love to see it. Schrader adds to her assists to their assists of the season. I think that's the second of the game, so at least up to 18 now.
If Monarchs can pull together a break here,
we'd have ourselves a ball game.
A little bit of a ball game. We have 58 seconds left on the clock.
Plenty of time.
A lifetime, Caitlin. Sid French scoring goals, pulling the disc immediately right after. What can't she do?
A versatile queen.
Interested to see what type of defensive set Monarchs come down with, to see if they are looking for a quick turn on the disc to punch in a goal.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of roller pulls in the PUL.
Not enough, in my opinion.
Not enough. I'd love to see more, especially with a game clock
Ooh.
situation.
Ooh!
Ooh! So close. Maddie Pajama Lang, an inch taller, and would have sniped that D. Oh, but it doesn't matter. We get the disc right back. We'll see if we can make something of it. I'd love to see a little break here.
Austin picking up the disc, centering over to PJ to command this offense.
Looks like we might have a timeout called. You can see the posture of the D-line looking a little bit sad there. I think they really wanted to score on that one. I have a feeling that they're going to be subbed off for an O-line. I was a betting gal.
Milwaukee.
We'll see what type of strategic adjustment is made on both sides of the disc right now. Burned about 16 seconds off the clock. If Monarchs want to make it extra interesting, which sometimes they tend to do,
LOL.
They'll make a quick goal here to give the disc back then to Austin on the receiving side, hopefully aiming to get another break in sequence.
Yeah.
Or another strategy here is to run the clock. What do you think will happen, Caitlin?
In my heart of hearts, I would love us to run the clock and score on this possession. But, you know, things might get a little spicy. It might be a first throw turn.
You got what you wished for, Caitlin. Quick turn from the Milwaukee Monarchs.
We'll see if we can get it back before the quarter ends.
It is quite blustery.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Ooh.
Oh, a quick sail over.
Nice
Annie Fan on the
D.
D with that. Ate it up. Centering over to Annie Shriver. Back to Annie Fan. A lot of Annies
There are a
out
lot
here
of
today.
Annies.
Good movement from Emily Cohen to open up a lane for Rachel Kern to move into. We're moving down to 9 seconds left on the clock. would be advantageous for Milwaukee to hold the disc here.
And then punch it in.
And then punch it in with nice and easy offense. And there's that alarm. The possession will remain with Milwaukee Monarchs to finish up the game. All they simply need to do is score. But now no longer have the pressure of the clock. Emmy shooting over to Annie Shriver, great cross-field find.
Shriver looking to get it off the line, but it is a little bit blustery over there.
Quite blustery.
Makes
Everybody
it
wants to stay trapped on this sideline. Sarah Lipscomb churning under.
Remember
And
what we
she
said about
knows.
Slippy's sticky hands?
She knows she had that.
All day. Even if your defender is 5'11" and a little bit.
Emmy, I see, is lurking in the back of that end zone line.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a poachy moment from Austin right here.
A great around break from Annie. Fan seals the deal for Sarah Lipscomb. That's a break for the Milwaukee Monarchs.
Sarah Lipscomb with her second goal of the game. What a rock star. That brings her total goals of the season up to 8. She's right there behind Emmy for goal leader. We'll see who takes it this game. I love a stat. I'm so sorry.
I love a stat. We are moving into halftime. We will see you in just a bit.
I'm here at the Triangle Ultimate Middle School Championships, where over 30 middle school teams are showing us exactly what the future of our sport looks like. Local, accessible, youth ultimate. At the Ultimate Foundation, we envision a world where everyone has the opportunity to experience ultimate as a sport that inspires integrity, relationships, and belonging. Founded in 2014, we are the philanthropic arm of USA Ultimate. Our funding priorities are focused on fostering access, growing youth ultimate, investing in local communities, and supporting the Girls Ultimate movement and the Del Rico Johnson Fund. Our mission is to fuel a future for ultimate that is accessible to all backgrounds and identities by supporting USA Ultimate programs, partners, and communities. Let's stop sitting on the sidelines. Let's make the ultimate difference for the next generation.
Welcome back, Frisbee fans, Frisbee foes, Frisbee family.
Familia.
Familia. We have a game going here between the Milwaukee Monarchs and Austin Torch. Monarchs just gave a thrilling run to the end of that second quarter. 2 breaks to bring the score a touch closer. Monarchs with 5, Austin Torch with 6. My name is Anna Thorne. I am sitting in the booth here with Caitlin Duffner. Caitlin, what do you think the halftime adjustments are going to be?
I think that coming out of half, we're looking for just a little bit more focus on some of those throws. We've got a lot of discs popping up with the wind. It's getting very swirly out there, especially in this heat. Sometimes it's hard to focus on getting enough snap on that disc to really plow through the wind. So I'm thinking we clean that up a little bit, and we should be good to go.
I think we'll be good to go. Austin Torch.
H-O-T-T-O-G-O, if you will.
I will. Austin Torch coming down here with a zone. Again, to force the Milwaukee Monarchs to have a lot of throws. A lot of throws means a lot of opportunities for turns or completions. Aaron Schrader and Emily Cohen moving diligently through that cup-style zone up to Rachel Kern.
Yeah, they're both doing a good job of using their fakes to try to get the cup moving. It's looking a little stagnant at times, which if you know me, you know I get stressed out when it gets a little stagnant. But look at us moving it right through the cup.
Found a little hole, little thread up to Annie Shriver. Rachel Kearns up to Sarah Lipscomb. Sarah commanding space with that flick fake.
Ooh, right to Emmy, but just on the goal line. They're going to call that not in. Can we do it?
A swing around to Rachel Kern. A nice break throw from Kern to Aaron Schrader. A very clean hold from the Milwaukee Monarchs brings the game to 6-6.
6-6. Everybody buckle up.
Buckle up. Could be a ball game.
Could be a ball game. We've got something cooking over here. You know who else was cooking on that one?
Tell me.
Roach. Her
Roach.
Backhand around. It's like the mark isn't even there. She's busting right through it.
Quick little drop down.
Yeah.
That low release.
Yeah, and she's got a little bit of a small frame, but she steps around the biggest of marks.
Largest of marks.
Largest
even.
of marks. She's getting that backhand off, and it's going to be an assist every time. Speaking of assist, Roach is second on our team in assists behind Aaron. And I think that one is maybe their second of the game. So we're bumping that up from 10 to 12. Get those stats, girl.
The Milwaukee Monarchs feeling the heat here. It's heating up quite a bit.
You know who I think is feeling the heat?
Tell me.
Austin Torch.
Austin Torch. But they're used to this heat.
I know.
We'll see. We'll see. Their O-line out there also looking for a clean hold. First half had quite a few shaky points.
A couple of 2-3 turns on either side, but you know, we've forgotten. We're moving on. It's a new half, new us. We're cleaning it up.
Austin Torch moving that disc around. A fun hammer throw up to
love a hammer.
Carly Atwell.
Carly also with a good find through that zone as well.
Over to Jamie. Milwaukee flashed a quick zone. Looks like they've already folded out into a person defense, really aiming to trap on this sideline closest to the stands, closest on our screen.
Great mark there from PJ Pajama Lang.
She's got that big reach. That disc goes up. Ooh.
JJ was right there, but not long enough. The wind did some weird stuff to that disc as well.
Truly did. That disc dropped straight into the hands of the Austin Torch player where they almost had to cradle it in. Great body control there from Jacqueline Jarek. Unfortunately could not come up with the D, sending the Monarchs O-line out to receive the next pull.
Yeah, we've got the usual suspects out there. Rose Glinka, Roach, Slip, Aaron. We've got Annie Shriver, also a teacher. Shout out education. And it looks like we've got Emmy as well. Emily Cohen, who's had, usually she's she's balling out. She's getting all sorts of goals, all sorts of Ds. We've had a little bit of a quiet game. I'm excited for her to pop off in this second half. I think she's got another layer to hit, another level, if you will. If you're just tuning in, it is a little bit of a swirly wind out there coming at you towards the screen. A lot of the flicks on this home sideline have been popping up. Gobbled up by a defender. It do be like that sometimes, though.
Sometimes life is like that, you know, getting gobbled up.
I've always said that. Another zony look from Austin Torch. We'll see if the Monarchs can get something through the cup here. Get rolling.
Aaron Schrader working alongside Rachel Kern, Annie Shriver, Rose Glinka up to Emmy Cohen.
Shriver with a spooky little pass there through the cup, but if I was to trust anyone on the team, it'd be Annie Shriver.
Another educator.
Another educator. Ooh, slip with a really great deep cut, but Emmy's not feeling it. Oh, maybe she is feeling it. Okay, Queen. Nice.
I mean, I see Sarah Lipscomb in the end zone, and I'm finding Slips' hands.
Oh, great cut from Emco, but Slip just can't get it off.
Monarchs looking for a little bit more separation here between their team and the defenders.
Slip loves a throw and go.
A little Lulu.
Oh,
great!
Yes,
catch.
great grab by Emmy. Remember when I said a little bit of a quiet game?
I was here.
And I was ready for her to pop off? That is what I'm talking about. That is the Emmy that we know and love.
And she makes it look so easy. Glasses pop off. She picks them up. She takes the disc. She says, that's a goal, y'all.
She is so good. She is the Monarchs goals leader. And that is the first of hers for this game, but she is up to 10 on the season. She's really popping off.
I'm excited for her. She's a fantastic player. Had a little bit of a rocky road coming back from an injury, to which we will not speak of. An ACL, unfortunately.
We
but
hate an ACL here in the booth. The booth is anti-ACLs.
Or pro-ACL.
We're pro-ACLs. We're anti-ACL tears. We've all been there.
Well, speak for yourself on that one. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Emmy has had quite the road coming back from that ACL injury 2 seasons ago. And
yeah, this is her first full season back. And it's like she'd never missed a day. She's out there cooking on every single O-line. Whether it's D's, she's been getting a little bit more cheeky with her assists this season. Like that flick to Slippy that we just saw.
I loved it.
I know. I do love to see it. She's been uncorking some stuff.
Speaking of uncorked, Sid French on the pole.
Great
down
transition.
To Austin Torch. A little bit of a junkier set from from Milwaukee. Hoping to keep that disc moving laterally between the players. Reducing their options and looks upfield. Stifling, some may say.
Yeah, Cutter's downfield looking a little bit stagnant from the little poachy zony look.
Elise Frank here on the sideline with the disc up to Jamie Estes. Milwaukee has transitioned to a person defense, looking to keep it really trapped on this sideline here.
Oh, it looks like a little bit of an uncontested foul here. I think Margot allegedly maybe had hit the disc out of 27's hands. But it looks like that got discussed quickly, and we're moving on. We're swinging it.
Austin finding space up and around.
Number 15, Emmy Marshall uncorks a big huck. JJ was right there, but not close enough.
Christine Go coming down with the goal there for Austin Torch for the hold.
Austin Torch goal, Christine Go. The goal is her second of the game and 5th of the season. She was assisted by Andy Marshall, who now has 3 goals and 1 assist in the game and 6 assists for the year. The goal comes with 7:10 remaining in the third quarter. Go from Marshall, 7-10.
Torch D-line taking the field now after that hold for them. Our score here is 8-7, just after half. We are now in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think there's been more scores in the last couple minutes of this half than there were for the first quarter of the game.
Yeah, the pace and tempo of the game in this quarter has sped up quite a bit.
Quite a bit. We needed a little breather, got some water, shook off the cobwebs, and we're ready to rock and roll. We've got Rose Glinka centering to Roach. They also have a little junky set of their own going on, trying to force those lateral passes, nothing up the middle.
Great find from Rachel Curran up to Emily Zhu on this home sideline. Great hands there from Annie Shriver. We can hear echoes from the sideline of Austin Torch of home and away. Looks like they are doing a force middle, but Erin Schrader up two. Just out of reach.
From Emmy's hands.
From Emily Cohen. Wind caught the disc at that tail end, and it soared just a few feet too far.
Yeah, she looked like she wanted to try to cut it off and get that angle to the disc, but the wind said, not today.
Not today, brother.
Not today, brother. Let's see if the Monarchs can get a D here.
A vertical stack here from Austin Torch. They're doing a really great job of elongating these cuts. We have an unfortunate throw drop down. Fortunate if you were a Milwaukee Monarchs fan, because Advika was open by miles. She's had a great game. She's doing a really great job of setting up and elongating cuts, taking up space, creating lanes for herself, for her teammates.
Yeah, the first couple of points from Austin were all deep shots. So they've made Milwaukee Monarchs respect the deep game. And so then you can come right back under, get a huge gainer. And Advika has been doing a really good job of that this game.
Yeah, they're a strong throwing team. They
do be yeeting it.
What do you mean by that?
A yeet is what the kids call a long throw. I know you're a little bit on the older side. But that is some slang from about 8 years ago. You'll catch up.
Speaking of slang.
Yes, tell me
more.
more.
Have you heard this phrase, Bob's your uncle?
I have heard that on account of I was born in the 1900s. Yes.
What does it mean?
That is a great question. I do not have an Uncle Bob, so I can neither confirm nor deny that Bob is your uncle. Certainly not mine.
I'll certainly be asking some 19, 20-year-olds out there to explain what Bob's your uncle means to me.
Ooh, great
Speaking grab.
Of Bob's your uncle, I think Roach might be your uncle. With that grab, she could be anybody's uncle.
She could be my uncle, though I am 15 years older than her. She has made some athletic plays, skying to save possession for the Milwaukee Monarchs at the middle of the field, swinging it over to a streaking Sarah Lipscomb, wide open.
Sarah Lipscomb is a streaker, confirmed on stream, yes. But this is her maybe third goal now of the game, and that brings her to 9 goals on the season, and she has passed me up, which is disrespectful, but we love her so much. We do love to see it.
And I love that little quick celebration from Sarah Lipscomb, known for her tiny little kick spike.
You got to keep it baby for the kids.
For the kids. But when you're older, you can do big kick spikes.
Big girl kick spikes. She is a Frisbee Nepo baby, so she earns her right to kick the disc at will. And I'll sign off on that.
You heard it here first, folks.
I'll sign anything.
An endorsement from Caitlin Duffner.
I've never heard of her.
The Milwaukee Monarchs D-line taking the field. Sid French with the pull. We have quite the crosswind occurring here, with the wind again coming closer to us, to your screen. Quite breezy.
It's giving breezy, beautiful cover girl.
And a great D from Allie Muting. She read that disc beautifully right over Jamie Estes. To
Allie
JJ.
has had a couple of 2-3 Ds on the season. She's out
doing
there
great.
rocking and rolling.
We love our
She
educators.
got up for that one.
An inside throw from Sid French to Austin here on the sideline.
Can we set up a Milwaukee break? Ooh, maybe so, but maybe no.
You know what they're known for in Madison is playing so much goalty. That was a goalty look if I've ever seen one. Looking for a streaking player across the back, trying to hit them with a nice blade. Unfortunately, did not work with this wind.
The goalty giveth and the goalty taketh away.
That's what I'm always saying.
Oh, big hug from Austin Torch. Ooh,
And
Sydney
a
French
great
is
D
there.
from Sid French.
What a champion. She said, I'm going to throw that turnover, but I'm about to get the disc
And
back.
she's great at that. She knows what to do in these moments. Sid French is a fun player for me. Still playing in college.
Still playing in college. You're exactly correct. With Belladonna, shout out. I'm sure many of them are here watching Sid French. I think this year was her last year playing for Belladonna. She's aged out.
Great
which you hate
lockdown
to see.
defense from Jacqueline Jarek to deny that under. A disc pops up. Can Allie Muting get it again? Unfortunately, no. Austin with the disc 10 yards out of the end zone. Moving through their end zone set.
Yeah, we've got a good fill here. Looking to slice and dice up the middle with a couple of insides, but nothing that they're willing to release on here.
And a quick give-go between Jamie and Maggie. Finding the upline score for Austin Torch.
And that was a hold.
We'll take it.
It was a dirty one, but, you know, a hold's a hold. As an O-line player, a hold's a hold, babe.
Been there, man.
If you can get it done, you get it done. We'll see if the Monarchs can get a little hold here.
That brings our score to Austin 9, Milwaukee 8. We have about 2 minutes left in our third quarter. This game's moving quite along. Caitlin, when I have a day off and I want to find myself at a park with a friend, you know what I'm throwing?
What? What are you throwing,
I'm
Anna
throwing
Thorne?
a Discraft Ultra Star, the official disc of the Premier Ultimate League.
No.
Discraft is the world leader in disc sports.
Discraft only. We would never dream of throwing a different disc.
No, even today.
We only know Discraft.
Even today I picked up a disc and I said, this is not a Discraft Ultra Star. I am not throwing this one.
Put that right in the trash.
I did.
As you should. Stand on business. We've got Rachel Kern with the disc for this Milwaukee Monarchs O-line. Nice grab from Schrader there. Anytime a disc goes up, though, honestly, Schrader's going to get it. You could throw them some trash. Schrader's coming down with it.
A great kick out from Rachel Kern to Emmy, back to Schrader. That's the signal to go for a long one. Over to Annie Shriver. A great D there
By number 32.
from Kate Weidman of Austin Torch. Those little windy throws. I've seen Aaron rip a full field huck, and that wind is dampening that throw by about 20 yards. Austin looking for the counterattack here.
Ooh, having a little trouble getting off the line, but they secure the disc. That's number 27, Carly Atwell. Or did I just lie? Maybe it wasn't.
It was Mindy.
It was Mindy. I think this potential score is going to be maybe called back from a pick.
I didn't see the full pick form. However,
Too busy looking at my notes to figure out who had the desk.
You're so studious. Caitlin, how would you describe a pick to our viewers at home?
Well, when you're running and there's a person in your way and you can't guard the person that you're trying to guard, pick. Sometimes you run into the mark, still a pick. People don't believe it, but a pick's a pick. You know it when you see it.
You know it when you see it. A quick turn there from Austin Torch gives the Milwaukee Monarchs another chance, but unfortunately could not connect on that centering pass. A quick pickup.
To a streaking Advika.
A great goal from Austin Torch.
Yeah, that was a nice throw to Advika as well.
That was a great throw. Austin Torch with 10, Milwaukee Monarchs with 8. Can Milwaukee bring this back? They need a hold. They need a break to make it a little spicy, Caitlin.
I would love to put some spice on it. Anna Thorne.
Here's a question for you, Caitlin Duffner.
Yes, Anna Thorne.
If you, first and last name only.
We're very official here in the booth. This is not our first time.
If you are walking out onto that line, what are you telling your teammates in this moment?
Well, I can't tell you word for word on account of I've got a skosh of a potty mouth. However, I'm telling my teammates that we're chill, we're cool, we're locked in. We know how to do this. We've done this a million times. We know how to hold. We know how to throw. We know how to catch. A lot of positive affirmations, a lot of hype in this moment from me.
We love positive affirmations.
We do. In the booth, on the field. Speaking of positive affirmations, Anna Thorne is wearing a fit today. She's throwing a fit today. She's got leopard print overalls on, and I don't think she's ever looked better than in this moment right now.
Thank you so much.
For those of you wondering at home what Anna Thorne is wearing. We've got a little bit of a stacked O-line here. I think Coach Caitlin Murphy is trying to secure this hold. We've moved over Austin Pruka, and we've moved over Sid French, where some very good D-line players moved over to the O-line. And
great bid from Austin Pruka.
That's why you pull her over in moments like this, because she's going to ball out. Great movement by Milwaukee here.
Sarah Lipscomb up to Alex Ballinger in the end zone. A great goal. Patient offense. We love a Milwaukee Monarchs hold.
That hold, let me tell you, squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean. Like
clean.
Mr. Clean. Clean as my bald head.
There is a bald head out there. It's squeaking just like that hold.
I see no bald heads in the stands, but that doesn't mean that they don't exist. You bald-headed people matter.
I've always said that.
Let's see what type of D-line Milwaukee is putting out, and also what type of offensive line Austin is looking to respond with.
If I was a betting gal, I would say they're going to dink and dunk a couple times, and then there's going to be a big huck to maybe our girl Advika. I don't know. She's got the hot hand.
We just met her.
We don't know her, but we love her, and that's okay.
She is playing a great game.
She is playing a great game. She also just started playing in 2023, and as a couple of old gals in the booth, that's crazy to me.
I wish I played like that 3 years in.
Correct.
Back in 1987.
Correct. She is really putting it all out there 3 years in on a PUL team, making money moves. A bit of a girl crush, if you will.
Wow.
I'll say it.
Maddie, Easton, and Sharu moving it back and forth. Looks like the clock has just run out, so Austin needs a clean hold for this goal to matter. All goals matter, I should say. Milwaukee, on the other hand, needs to get a stop. A disc goes up.
Can Margot get it?
A
Yes,
great D from Margot in the
great
end
D.
zone to put an exclamation point on the end of that quarter.
I'll take a second to hype up my rookie out there. This is Margot's first year playing as a Milwaukee Monarch, and she's looking like a veteran out there. That's a nice D. Gobbled that right up. That was a very important defensive maneuver that we needed there in order to prevent Torch from scoring.
No, great defensive pressure there from Margot. Opened up, and we will take a quick break and catch you at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
I'm here at the Triangle Ultimate Middle School Championships, where over 30 middle school teams are showing us exactly what the future of our sport looks like. Local, accessible, youth ultimate. At the Ultimate Foundation, we envision a world where everyone has the opportunity to experience ultimate as a sport that inspires integrity, relationships, and belonging. Founded in 2014, we are the philanthropic.
Welcome back, everybody. We have an exciting fourth quarter coming up. This live broadcast is brought to you by the Premier Ultimate League. The PUL is a 501c6 nonprofit, and this league has been community funded since day one, and we are so grateful for the support. We ask that if you consider donating to help us continue transforming and fulfilling our mission, to please head to premierultimateleague.com to donate today.
And you know what I've heard?
Tell me, Caitlin.
Baddies donate to the PUL.
That's what I've heard.
That's what the kids are saying. The youths are on board.
There is a fundraiser every season through Breakmark where you can purchase a limited edition jersey.
And they look good.
They look great. I'm seeing quite a few out here in the crowd. In fact, Caitlin,
yeah,
I saw someone wearing a Duffner 17 jersey.
Caitlin Duffner 17 is out there in the crowd and also in the booth, and number one in our hearts. I'm also seeing Eileen Duffner. Looks similar to me, a little different. I'm seeing an Eileen Duffner 00 out there. A lot of Allie Muting out there.
Yeah, we have the Allie Muting
Some
fan
Sid
club
French
sitting right below us.
The people are here to support. Let's see if we can get those fans a win in this fourth quarter here.
Austin Torch fielding the disc with a little bit more than half field to go. A little bit of a junkier zone set, handler set from, toes.
Sometimes you gotta turn into a ballerina.
You know I do.
Ensure that you're in there.
An overthrow from Austin Torch, just out of the reach of Elise Frank. Sid Frank picking it up, putting it into motion immediately with a little give-go action from Allie Muting.
Yeah, Sid
PJ
Frank Sid French is always looking to get
Up
the
to
ball
Margot.
rolling.
PJ's looking cooking. Throw into traffic from Margot to Sid French.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of fill options on that one. Margot said, here's a little bit of trust.
And there was just an easy goal for Emily Zhu, perhaps a miscommunication on what defense should be run in the end zone from Torch, but a nice break.
A nice little break, a quick little break. Give us some time to get some more points on the board. But you gotta guard Emily Zhu on that front cone.
You gotta guard
She's
Emily
a speedster.
Zhu. She is great. Monarchs clawing themselves back into this game. We are now tied at 10s with just about 11 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter.
It's getting a little spicy out there. We've got ourselves a ball game. The heat is being turned up.
It's like 115 degrees out there now.
115 degrees out there. Watch out for your cleats melting to that turf.
Have you seen that happen?
I have seen that happen. I have done that. Last time I ever wore black cleats.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds unfortunate.
Yeah, when you're this old, you've lived 1,000 lives. You've seen some things, Anna.
That I have, Caitlin Duffner. Handful of players from the previous line out on the line again. Sid French coming down with the pull. I'm curious to see how Austin Torch responds here. I don't know if they're running out of gas a little bit. Perhaps a big travel day, hot.
Windy.
Mindy with the disc there, slices up straight to Rhea.
Yeah, good find, but nobody's guarding her.
Who's on Rhea? We found her.
You can't give a tall girl that much space. But great mark by Austin Peruka. We've got a huck thrown up.
Disc.
We've got a couple of Milwaukee people in the area. A little double D there. We love a doink doink.
A doink doink from Jacqueline Jarek and Sid French.
We'll give it to both of them. We love a stat. Stats for everyone.
Stats for everyone here.
You get a stat.
Stat
You get
sharing.
a stat. You
Austin
get a
Peruka
stat.
over to PJ Lang here in the center of the field. Jacqueline Jarek with a nice undercut. Austin putting on the wheels. A great throw from JJ.
From JJ. Oh, just outreached by our resident long girl from Austin.
Rhea Stevens with a great D attempt there. It looks like a little bit of a discussion on whether or not Austin had control of the disc before
Rhea got there. Yeah,
Rhea
based on the hand motions that are coming from Peruka right now, I think we might be calling a bit of a strip, which is just a foul for those at home. Just a foul.
Thank you for confirming, Caitlin.
We love to follow the rules. It's one of those things where you know it when you see it.
The observer ruled foul, no contest.
So we've got Peruka on the
Or
goal
no foul,
line.
excuse me. Over to Sid French and a sneaky little throw into Allie Muting.
Allie Muting, a teacher.
We love educators.
She is educating the Austin Torch to maybe put a body on her next time.
Tell them.
You got to guard that girl. Otherwise, she's scoring on you.
Monarchs with a quick break. We have scored 2 points in 2 minutes.
Which is exactly what we need going into the fourth quarter, down 1. A quick bang, bang. And now suddenly we're up 1. Crazy how math works sometimes, Anna Thorne.
You know, thank God for the educators out there in the world that have
so
taught
right.
me how to count.
We thank them every day.
That we do.
We've got
Austin Torch hustling back to the line here on offense. Coach at the line, what do you think he's saying?
I think he's instilling some confidence into that O-line. Sometimes when you get broken a couple, 1-2 times, you start to get a little bit antsy, a little panic in the system. So it's nice to have a coach figure out there to tell you to chill out.
Stable force.
Stable force to get you back on track, especially since those were 2 fast breaks from the Monarchs. We've got another Sid French pull. We'll see what Austin makes of it.
I'm looking at the flags here, probably out of camera view to see what our wind is looking like. Jamie toes that in up to, a great save from number 6, Christine Go. But it looks like, unfortunately, we have an injury on the field with.
Yeah, I hope everyone's okay. That
I
was
believe that's Advika.
Yeah, Advika down on the
excuse
field
me.
right now. Hopefully everything's okay. She had a monster layout to try to save possession there. And we're just a little bit slow to get up. It's looking like maybe we're doing some stretching. Maybe we're just cramping. We're hoping for the best for our girl, our PhD student. That's a doctor out there. Either way, it's a goal for the Austin Torch.
It is a goal for the Austin Torch.
And that was needed after a little bit of a rocky first start to this quarter. But
Yeah,
it seems
they
like they've
needed
righted their ship.
They needed a quick score. They ran a pretty effective pole play that we would see.
And another deep connection. They had a lot of good deep shots in the first quarter. And then a couple of misses in the second and third, but they're connecting on some of their deep shots in the fourth as well.
Looks like Advika is being assisted off the field by their teammate Maggie, hoping all is okay with them. I saw some stretching, hopefully just a cramp. And when I say hopefully, you know.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
it's
crossed.
nothing more.
Nothing more. That's a manageable thing to happen.
Get some pickle juice.
You know, I love me some pickle juice.
You do.
What's your favorite?
Pickle?
Yes.
Okay, great question. I have beef with sweet pickles. If you like a sweet pickle, I don't trust ya. It's gotta be a little crunchy. It's gotta be non-sweet, and I prefer it to be a spear. No chips.
Ooh, I
no
like
chips. Unless they're fried, then give me the chip. How about you, Anna Thorne?
I'm really into Grillos right now.
Ooh, Grillos are the best. You're so right.
Have you had the pickle de gallo?
I have.
She's great.
She is great. Not sponsored yet, but there's still time at Grillos.
Have you had the Grillos beer? Grillos PBR mashup?
Yes, ma'am. Ooh, we've uncorked a shot to Emmy. Ooh, but she's got it!
What a goal from Emmy
What a
Cohen.
goal from Emmy Cohen.
Could have been Bobblegate 5.0.
Bobblegate 5.0, but not today.
Immaculate concentration from Emmy Cohen. What?
Yeah, that was a
goal.
snag, my friend. The sun, at playing on this field a bazillion times, when the sun starts to set, it is directly in your eyes
And it is blinding.
on that side when you're looking towards the camera. She's looking a little bit cheeky, a little bit embarrassed out there, but that's exactly how she drew it up.
She should own it.
She loves a little bit of drama.
Rose Glinka with the throw there, too. Dropped it right into Emmy Cohen's hands.
Rose Glinka loves a little flick to space.
She loves a little flick to
She
space.
loves a little flick to space.
Don't we all?
We do. Well, not me. I love to catch it.
That's why we're a good duo, Caitlin. In so many ways.
You're throwing the throws. I'm catching the catches. Match made in heaven.
And
We've got some
that's
Grillos on the sideline.
what better, what a better day.
A spicy little hold from the Monarchs brings us to 12-11. Monarchs are up. We've got a pull from Sid French. Classic in this game. I think she's pulled all of them.
I think she has. Disc goes up to Cheroux, over to Easton.
Ooh,
A great D from
nice.
Alex Ballinger. It is called back on a foul. We'll have a bit of a conversation on that.
And if we know Alex loves a conversation. I think she might be the quietest person on the team, but the most ferocious defender. The quiet ones are sneaky sometimes, Anna Thorne. We wouldn't know anything about that on account of we're yappers.
And chirpers.
We are yapping and we're chirping, and no one would describe us as quiet. There's a little bit of a discussion. Looks like we're getting the observer involved.
to
We're
the
throwing
observer.
shoulders, so maybe we're saying that we just had a little too much body on that one.
Observer is ruling it as a foul, so the possession will remain with Austin Torch.
Yeah, clean up top, got her with the body. And, you can't do that. Not in ultimate, that's for sure. J.J. Jarek with the athletic mark there, stopping that break throw.
Just out of reach for that Austin player. Looks like they may be taking an injury. Hope Easton is okay.
Yeah, the turf in Wauwatosa is new, and so it is a little bit spicy out there.
And that corner, that front cone, I've seen a few injuries on that cone before.
Mm-hmm. Some would say personal experience with that section of the turf.
One may say that is true. In
Almost
fact,
there by Austin Torch.
throw goes up from JJ over to Kenzie, who boxes out beautifully.
That was a great box out
I
from
saw
Kenzie.
that little push pass from Kenzie to Peruka.
Yeah.
Some may say no spin summer.
No spin summer from Kenzie. Kenzie's got enough swag. She doesn't need spin.
Oh, PJ.
PJ
with a
is
great
slicing
7-cup.
and dicing. Sid's open, but it's looking a little too cheeky for Peach. Peach is very conservative, and I love that about her. And we've got another score from the Monarchs, from PJ Pajama Lang to Sydney Sid French. Gotta guard her at that front cone.
Gotta guard Sid French at that front cone. Looks like there's maybe a call here.
Oh, man. Did we call a timeout? It do be like that sometimes. No, that's a goal.
Oh,
We're just
it's
a
a
little
goal.
slow to transition, and that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. We love a transition.
That was great movement from PJ. Commanded herself up the field, made herself available in many different spaces. She stayed with Sid French, finding Sid at that front cone, unguardable.
Yeah, PJ is a very shifty handler. She's got that nice little jump cut.
Do you think she
change
was
of
giggling?
direction. I think that there was a hint of a giggle.
I think there was
on
probably
that.
a little bit of a PJ giggle.
You
when
know when
PJ
PJ's excited is when she starts giggling on the field. A little throw and go moment. She is chuckling away down there. But I do think that was a timeout, and we're getting back in it. But we're gonna see if we can punch it in again. This is why at practice you run a double score situation.
What is that, Caitlin?
Well, it's when you make certain constraints on the practice field where you have to score 2 times in order for the goal to count, because sometimes you throw a score and it gets called back, but not today. We're doing it again. Sid French in that corner. What have I always said, Anna Thorne?
You can't guard her at that front cone.
You can't. You got to try, but you can't.
You can't.
You can't.
I can't.
Certainly I can't.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'd be like, you good. You got this.
You got this, girl. Open that door right up. Let Sid French get to that front cone. She's a speedster.
Unfortunately, that did not count as 2 points for the Monarchs, though
Though it should.
Should
And
have.
I'll email those who are involved about it. I'll let them know that maybe that could be 2.
maybe that could
Next
be 2.
year.
But that brings our score to 13 for Milwaukee, 11 for Torch.
Like we said at the beginning, Ultimate is a game of runs, and Milwaukee has been on a bit of a run, so we'll see what Torch has to say about that in the next point.
Let's see how they answer.
We've got another Sid French pull coming up to this Austin Torch O-line, though it looks like we've got some crossover with the D-line out there. But we've got a little bit of a crossover of our own. Rochi's out there playing some D. Roach is good for a layout D a game, so there's still time.
That disc, unfortunately, sails out of bounds. Let's see where it will come in. Okay. Right up at around the halfway point. You know, if the disc exits the field closer to the end zone, that would be a very jeopardizing position for Milwaukee to be in defensively.
Yes,
Looks
you
like
want to rip that pull as far as you can.
inbounds.
Inbounds. Sid's been doing a good job of getting them inbounds. I think that's her first out-of-bounds pull. So I had my eyes closed, so I didn't really see it. We won't count it.
Nice inside throw for Austin Torch up to Jamie Estes. I love this matchup between Jamie and Allie, two very athletic young players who are very, very scrappy. They move very similarly.
Yeah, a couple of squirrely girls out there.
Squirrely girlies, as they say.
We've got good cutter defender defense by the Milwaukee Monarchs. There's not a lot of options upfield. Ooh, so
great defensive
close.
pressure from Emily Zhu to force that turn out of the hands of number 81, Mackenzie Bailey. Disc up to Jacqueline Jarrett, a cross-field moment.
That's a beauty.
To Roach. What a game, an explosive move from Jacqueline Jarrett to launch a beautiful cross-field huck to a streaking Rachel Curran. That was art.
That was art. You know JJ's excited about that one. That was flat, beautifully put right into the bread basket of Roach.
Somebody's got to go give that girl a smooch.
Someone's got to give that girl a smooch.
That was a beautiful throw from Jacqueline Jarrett. Rachel Curran also made great separation. Had a little bit of defensive pressure, but read that disc very, very well. Was able to turn over her shoulder and reel it right in, making sure that her body stayed between the defender and where she was going to receive that disc. Great read all around.
For those kids at home, boxing out is not only for defense. You got to do a little box out on O. Make sure you secure that disc. Curran did a very good job of getting her body in the way to prevent that defensive pressure from Austin Torch.
That brings the score to 14 for Milwaukee, 11 for Austin Torch.
Yeah, it seems like after the half we've cleaned up some things on both sides. There's been less turns. There's been a lot of really nice deep shots that have been successful.
Some may say that there has been some calibration, perhaps some titration.
I think that they are some chemists out there doing some titration. Unfortunate drop from Austin Torch gives Austin Pruka the disc.
Austin with a cheeky little inside backhand to Sid French. That's Golty.com if I've ever seen it.
It's giving Golt.
Austin Pruka loves that little cheeky low release backhand. Unfortunately, sails over the head and hands of Lulu Nix.
We'll see if Torch can convert on this O-line.
Happy to see Edvika back in the game. Glad that she is not with a much more serious injury.
Yeah, she's cutting up a storm down there. Looking good.
Looking great. Throw over to Easton. They have re-entered the game as well after taking an injury in the last point or 2 points ago. Austin doing a really great job of gaining yards here with 10 to 15 yard gainers, I should say. Disc goes up in the end zone to Edvika, a goal scoring machine. Looks like it's perhaps coming back.
Maybe a timeout call. No?
Does not look like it was a timeout call.
Does not look like a timeout call. There was a little bit of a breakdown in coverage on the Milwaukee side. Two very wide open Torch offenders, but just when we thought we had a coverage sack, they unleashed that nice little flick to Edvika.
Our score now is 12 to 14 with Milwaukee just ahead. About 5.5 minutes left in this game. Pressure's on.
Pressure's on, and there's been a lot of D points. We haven't seen too much of the O-line, which is always a little bit tough of a transition if you've been getting some breaks and then the other team finally holds, and then you've got to get out there and get a hold yourself after not playing for a second. Can get a little bit spooky. We'll see if Milwaukee can do it.
Classic O-line set out there with Emmy, Annie Fan, Aaron Schrader, Rachel Kern, Annie Shriver, Rose Glinka, and Sarah Lipscomb. Big pull here from the Austin Torch defense. Annie centers the disc up to Aaron Schrader. A little bit of a wall, junkier set from Austin. Aaron finds Rose Glinka under.
Yeah, it's looking a little stagnant, but when in doubt, Rose
a
flick.
little shake and bake action from Sarah Lipscomb.
Yeah, we got to get this off the line here. There we go.
And moving it all the way around to Rachel Kern.
Kern's not liking what she's seeing upfield, but we find Aaron. Aaron's a really nice relief valve. Speaking of release valve, nice
in the end
grab.
zone for a great goal. Great find.
No bobble on that one, let me tell ya. Secured that baby right in the breadbasket.
Right in the breadbasket. For those viewers at home who cannot see into the booth, Caitlin Duffner rubbing her belly with that breadbasket reference.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a great shot from Erin Schrader. We know it. We love it. Erin loves that flick forehand throw.
Erin loves a lot of throws. That's what happens when you're good at them.
And they do a really, really great job. Great cut setup from Emmy as well. Created separation early and quickly. Defenders had no chance there.
Yeah, you can see the box out on Emmy on that one too. Makes the defender think that she's going to attack it early, gets that defender out of position so that she can run onto it without any sort of contact.
Caitlin, I was mentioning Breakmark earlier to you, the clothing jersey supplier of the Premier Ultimate League. They are also who have brought this live broadcast to the Premier Ultimate League. They do custom team orders on breakmark.com, and you can head there to check out any of the PUL athlete collabs. Thank you, Breakmark.
We've got the pull up from French. Oh, and we've got immediate huck. Will
Shrew.
JJ gobble it? Oh,
JJ
little
has
contact,
gobbled.
but JJ, consider that gobbled.
Consider that gobbled. You know, a discussion this morning was what JJ stands for. I heard it was for Jolly Gobbler.
I think we might be missing some letters on that one, but I believe you.
What was actually told to me was Jolly Jawbreaker.
Jolly Jawbreaker. You heard it here first.
JJ on the other side unleashes a very 50-yard flick. Huck unfortunately trails out of bounds just at the tips of Alex Ballinger, D'd by Mindy Radicke.
Yeah, the flick shots on that close sideline are a little bit tough today. They're getting eaten up by the wind.
Oh. Defensive pressure there from Austin Pruka. Takes her to the turf. But Rhea Stevens here looking for a big throw upfield. Finds Advika, though. A quick goal, quick answer from Austin Torch.
That is Advika's end zone, I fear. Got a
How
lot
many
of
goals
goals
does she
over
have?
there. Couple, 2, 3 goals in that end zone.
She's running.
All of them over there. A lot of very nicely timed deep shots, which is what Austin Torch is trying to do. They really like their deep game. They have a lot of handlers and cutters that are just willing to chuck it, and they've got some nice receivers, so it's working in their favor so far.
Yeah, and you could see on that throw, too, from Rhea Stevens to eventually or immediately open up that field. They were fighting that mark to release on both the backhand or forehand side, eventually releasing that forehand that dropped straight into Advika's hands. Gave them the advantage to move into that end zone set.
Yeah, when Torch is moving the disc quickly, they seem to be a little bit more successful. It was tough to get the mark on to stop some of those breakthrows.
You know, and that's a really great shout, Caitlin. They are very quick at moving around. So the answer to that on the Monarch side has been to run a zone defense, which has slowed down Austin's tempo and pace just a touch.
We haven't seen too much of that in the fourth quarter, but there's still time. Sarah Lipscomb dodging that pull. Don't want to get hit with that. That's a stat you don't want to have.
It would be like a baseball stat, hit by pitch, hit by
Hit by
pull.
pitch, hit by pull, not great.
Doesn't give you the same advantage that it would in baseball, though, where
Certainly
you
not.
get to take the base.
Was that a cheeky little lefty from Annie Fan?
I saw it.
Okay. Cute. Oh, big flick from
Oh, and
Aaron.
it's soaring
Oh,
to
nice
Annie
grab.
Shriver.
In Annie Shriver we trust. And the assist.
And the
Incredible.
assist to Emily Cohen. Whose end zone is it? Is it Emily's or Advika's? Who's to say?
Only time will tell. We've got 2 minutes and 29 seconds. They've been pretty consistent in that left-sided end zone. That's Emmy's 13th goal of the season. Our resident goal leader, coming back for her first full season after her ACL tear. And so she's really doing it to him today.
The wheels are spinning for Emily. Quick huddle here from both sides. Perhaps a timeout was called.
What do you think head coach Caitlin Murphy is saying in that huddle over there?
Caitlin Murphy is saying to finish it, that this is the game to end on. This is the last home game, the last game of the season for the Milwaukee Monarchs, the final home game. The sun is setting, the stands are full. This is the moment Monarchs have been searching for all season, and she is reminding them of that exact thing.
Yeah, clamp down, finish the game off. Don't let your foot off the gas. Me and Anna Thorne have been in many a Caitlin Murphy huddle, so you could take that word as gold.
Certified.
Certified. Sign
Signed
off.
and stamped. On the flip side,
Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours.
thank you so much, Caitlin. That's so sweet. On the flip side, Torch has to score here if
That's
they
correct.
want a chance. 2.5 minutes left, down 3. This is a must-hold point for Austin Torch. We'll see how they answer. They're hungry, I know it.
They're hungry. They're looking for that little upwind moment. We'll see if they get it. Not
Sid
if Sid
French
French
here
has
on
anything
the
to say about it.
pole. Looks like a vertical stack here from Austin Torch. Sharu looking for that big throw, but Carly has nothing to say about it. Swings it back. They're looking for that end zone shot immediately. Great grab from Christine Go up to Easton. And just like I said, a very quick goal and a quick answer from Austin Torch brings the score to 14-16.
An emphatic hold, if you will, from Austin Torch. As an O-line player, that feels good. When the pressure's on and you can deliver, no turns, that's huge.
You know what the kids would say right now?
What would the kids say?
They would say, period.
Period. I fear that that's also kind of old slang, but I love you so much.
I'm just trying to stay relevant, okay? But if there are any 20-year-olds out there that want to hit me with some cool slang, let me know.
Yeah,
Always
put it in
trying
the
to build
chat.
my lexicon.
Great word, lexicon.
Thank you.
Good job.
I've been trying to work it in.
Period. Just like we said, Austin needed that hold, and they delivered. Now Monarchs, they have to deliver.
Okay, Caitlin, so 2 minutes left. Up to receiving the disc. Do you, A, run out the clock? B, quick score? C, other?
I'm going to say C, other. Clean hold. If that takes you some time, that takes you some time. If you get it quick, great.
Great
But
inside find from
it has to
Aaron.
be
Speaking of.
100% catches and throws, 100% decisions, no lofty 50-50 balls. Got to make sure we come down with it. And that's it's giving commentator curse, and that's my bet.
You did speak that into existence. That was a great D from Kate Weidman over Rose Glinka. Just a little bit better positioning than Rose had on that throw. Austin Torch looking to counter attack. 1.5 minutes left on the clock. Advika up to Rhea, who's looking for a cross-field throw. That's a great throw, great find. And that's a goal for Austin Torch.
Rose was right there on that D.
15-16.
She's going to want that one back. Okay, now the pressure's really on. We got to get this hold here. Do some deep breathing. Settle the nerves. And let's get it done. We got this. We've got 1:26 left on the clock. It's a long time to try to possess it the whole time. Been there, done that. Not easier said than done.
Easier said than done. Caitlin Duffner, expert in offensive holds.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay, so I bring it back. Milwaukee Monarchs receiving on offense. 1 minute 26 seconds left, ahead by 1. Do you A, run out the clock, B, quickly score, or C, other?
Great question, Anna Thorne. I'm going to go with C, other, to the detriment of all the viewers at home who want me to say quick score because that's the most fun. I would love to see us just possess the disc and clocked be darned. Got to get that hold, though. That's the most important thing. Doesn't matter how you do it.
They have to separate that score just by 1 extra point. But you know Austin Torch is going to hustle here. A great layout grab to save possession from Allie Muting, centering it over to Austin Peruka up to Sid French.
Great deep cut by Emmy Cohen. But it's just not in the cards. We're playing it safe, which is fair. That's what I'd be doing if I was out there.
Looks like a call here between Austin and their defender. Perhaps a pick, perhaps a foul, unclear at the moment.
She's doing a lot of pushing motions. Maybe we had a little push off.
Clock is down to 59 seconds. You know what I think?
Tell me. Well, I think you'd tell me anyway, even if I didn't
would
say
tell you
me.
anyway. I think they just run the clock here. This is 6 full possessions. Pardon me, 6 full stall counts. You just got to hold.
Hold the disc. Can't turn it over if you're holding the disc.
That's what I say.
It's tough because you know Torch is going to be ramping up the defensive pressure.
A great D there from Rhea Stevens over Sarah Lipscomb. Carly Atwell walking up to the disc to pick up. A timeout called.
Timeout called by Austin Torch. That's a good timeout call. Game on the line. Want to put the O-line out there. I'm assuming that that's what they're going to do. There was a whisper of contact on that Sarah Lipscomb D, but Sarah's no stranger to some contact.
No, she plays through contact pretty well. She probably could have had an argument to call a foul there.
But sometimes
sometimes
defender gets there first, a little bit of contact. It happens.
If you have enjoyed watching today's game as much as Caitlin and I have, or have enjoyed listening to us as much as we've loved speaking, please consider donating to the Milwaukee Monarchs by scanning the QR code that will pop up on your screen. The Milwaukee Monarchs are a nonprofit organization, and all donations go toward player pay, travel costs, and bringing you high-quality live streams like today. Ain't that right, Caitlin?
And look at that cutie patootie Allie Muting with the QR code. How could you not want to donate to her?
Disc back in for Austin Torch. A very unfortunate drop from Rhea Stevens gives possession back to the Monarchs. Sid French here with the disc.
And Emmy was there to
And a timeout called by Caitlin Murphy for the Milwaukee Monarchs. 38 seconds left on the clock. That's
great timeout called by Coach Caitlin Murphy. And we were looking a little bit panicked. We started to crowd Emmy, and that's no bueno. We want to spread it out. We want to be chill. We want to throw to open hands. We want to set up our cuts. We just need a little breather, a little reminder that we're very capable, and we've got this.
We're so capable.
So
just
capable.
Like I'm capable of saying the correct player name. I did say Emmy was Sid French. My apologies. Emmy's just everywhere.
Emmy's everywhere.
It's the glasses, you know?
Mm.
Kids these days are wearing those glasses.
Hottie's got the shades.
Hottie's got the shades. Spoken like a hottie with a shade.
Spoken like a hottie with a shade. It's also very sunny out there, and if you turn to your home sideline, you will be blinded. So sometimes the shades are necessary.
You know what? And we love eyeball protection.
We do. Monarchs starting out with a little vert stack situation, slanted to give us a little bit more room on that home sideline. We love to see it. There's only 38 seconds left. As long as we can do a couple completions, we've got that game secured. But in this wind, sometimes that's a little easier said than done.
Aaron Schrader with the disc, entering the ball into play, looking for an around throw to Rachel Kern, up to Austin Pruka. Aaron up to Sid French. Great throw.
Slip is throwing her arms in the air. Please throw it to me. No one's guarding me. Nice grab by Roach.
Great possession save by Rachel Kern.
And the clock is ticking away. We're at 15 seconds. Couple more possessions. Nice grab by Austin Pruka. We knew it the whole
Sarah
time.
Lipscomb.
And my friends, that is the game and a Monarchs win. Last game of the season. Can we add another score? Will it be a hammer to Sid French?
Yes,
it will.
It will. What a great exclamation point to end the Milwaukee Monarchs season. A win at home, a great crowd, beautiful weather.
Huge for the brand.
Huge for the brand.
Wow, what an exciting little nail biter at the end there. Yeah, this game was very
Monarchs
back and
to
forth.
Make it a little exciting at times.
Yeah, you called it in the beginning. It was a game of runs, but we had the last one.
Great strategic employment by the Monarchs to finish up that game. And my friends at home, our time has come for us to depart. Thank you for having us. My name is Anna Thorne.
And my name is Caitlin Duffner.
We are signing
Abolish
off.
ICE, call your mother, pet your dog. Good night.